Hello, welcome to HTM on the Line podcast. I'm your host, Bryant Hawkins Sr. Henry Ford said, coming together is a beginning, staying together is progress, and working together is success. This week's podcast will hopefully give you food for thought on what it would take to work as a great team in the HTM industry. Before we begin the podcast, we have a word from our sponsors. Struggling with your current repair services? TotalScope, the leader in medical device repair, is a direct repair facility for flexible endoscopes, rigid endoscopes, surgical cameras, power instruments, and ultrasound probes. Give them a call today at 800-471-2255. How powerful is teamwork? Who defines the limits or boundaries of a team? People hear about the power of teamwork. Some look at teamwork as each member losing themselves within the singular goal or giving in to something bigger than themselves. Great team members don't lose themselves. They stand up and choose to be in and play their unique part. How can we be that great team member in the biomed department? Being part of the biomed team gives you the greatest opportunity to show teamwork. All the technicians and engineers are in one room working close together every day. Each month, the biomed department may have various service calls coming in. A large amount of PMs are due. Take, for instance, say this month you have 300 PMs due. The biomed department has 4 techs and 1 imaging engineer. The lead tech has just 30 PMs assigned to him. Will he just do what's assigned to him, or will he take on more to help the team out? Or a young tech with little work experience is struggling with a repair. He asks for help. Does his team come to his aid, or just simply let him struggle? What about this? You have 10 hospital beds down. There is a need for 4 beds in the ICU. Let me ask you, why is it in 2022, a lot of biomeds look at repairing hospital beds as grunt work? In my opinion, hospital beds are one of the most important pieces of equipment in the hospital. I don't see the reasoning why biomeds think that working on hospital beds is beneath them. But let me stay on task here. All right, we have 10 beds down. Will we let the BMed one struggle with the beds by himself? Or will we as a team help get the beds repaired? A good team will work together to find a solution, even if that solution may be calling out the OEM or third party to get the beds up immediately. This is just a few scenarios of many issues that may arise in a biomed shop. Let me share 3 important tips to making your biomed team run smoothly. Stick together, trust, and break through the plateaus. The first one, stick together. We build our biomed team, stick together. We have some challenges completing PMs. Stick together. A difficult repair has come into the biomed shop. You guessed it. Stick together. A huge project comes about. Stick together. A change in leadership or management. Stick together. The second one, trust. We all know that trust is very important, but do we really know what trust is? Trust is your most valuable currency. Trust is choosing to make something important to you vulnerable to someone else. Biomed teams are not always the happiest group, but when push comes to shove, they should always trust each other. The third one, breaking through the plateau. Some teams reach a plateau or goal, and the team becomes normal. To keep that drive going, leadership comes into play. You need the leadership motivating, putting that drive into the staff, pushing them to get that team to break the plateau and reach their peak or higher achievement. The good teams always move the bar higher. Take the New England Patriots. They personify this. They're not satisfied with one championship. They kept raising the bar. 2, 3, 4 championships. They kept raising the bar. Think about this. They won 3 world titles from 2002 to 2005. That's 3 championships in 4 years. Their next title came 10 years later in 2015. They eventually won 3 more championships in the next 4 years. That team kept raising the bar, and the common denominator in this situation here was the leadership. They had the exact same head coach and quarterback throughout the 17-year span. To break through the plateaus we achieve as a biomed department, leadership will be the key. Now, the power of teamwork comes from a mindset. But can't we be satisfied by just breaking through the limits? Absolutely not. We cannot be satisfied when we accomplish one goal. Sometimes you have to operate in the darkness, knowing you are lighting the path for everyone else, yet we still heading out there. We still pushing the edge. That's how you unlock teamwork. See, the fundamental law of teams, everything goes well until it doesn't. Good teams thrive in this moment, but bad teams fall apart. Total Scope, a direct repair facility for flexible endoscopes, rigid endoscopes, surgical cameras, instrumentation, and ultrasound probes. Total Scopes helps clients who are frustrated with manufacturer overage charges at the end of their service contracts. Equipment always needing overhauls when they feel it should be a minor repair situation, and equipment that is being deemed non-repairable. Total Scope offers fully capitated service agreement, giving you the peace of mind that you will never see an overage charge at the end of your contract. Total Scope only repairs what is needed to bring your product back within OEM specification, avoiding overhaul situations unless absolutely necessary. Total Scope has a less than 1% non-repairable rate, helping clients with products that other third-party repair companies are unable to repair. Returning to the podcast. So don't get caught off guard when the bad times come. One of my favorite movies is Remember the Titans. Remember the Titans is a movie that tells the inspirational true story about the struggles and victories of a newly integrated high school football team in 1971 in Alexandria, Virginia. Here are a few quotes from this great movie. Attitude reflects leadership. Whatever kind of ambition it took to do what you did around here, this world could use a lot more of it. And one more. Sometimes life is hard for no reason. This movie personifies hard work. If you did not see this movie, first of all, shame on you. But you should check this movie out. But this movie displayed a team from different backgrounds who came together by way of sports to create not just a team, but they also eventually became a family. See, that's the same scenario for a biomed shop. You have different teammates coming from entirely different backgrounds, all coming together to become one biomed team. Some come together to accomplish a goal, and in some cases, the biomed teams also come together and even become more like a family. Now, let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Do we all know what the big C means? If you don't know, that's a good thing, which means you may not have experienced this much in your life. But the big C that I'm talking about is defined as the slang for cancer. An example of the big C is what someone has when they are diagnosed with cancer. What can be the big C in your biomed department or the HTM industry for that matter? The big C could be confusion. That can be our big C in the HTM industry also. Confusion. I recently read this test and I want to see if you're listening, you can apply this test and try it. But I think this test is great and I encourage you to try this, but you can't use it your cell phone. You have to have a desktop computer or laptop to do this test. Now, the way this test works is I need you to open up all of your social media platforms and look at what would you see. When you open up those platforms, would you be a different person in each platform? In LinkedIn, you're looking like a business professional wearing a business suit, professional headshot photo, etc. Then we go to your Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, and we see girls going wild. This will confuse people to who you actually are, the big C. See, 99% of the people don't do things in fear of what they look like, but in fear of what they look like to people. If you like to travel, you can share that on any of your platforms. If you love your job, you can share that on any of your platforms. Confusion in the biomed shop is very similar. See, you portray yourself as this great technician whenever the regional director or VP comes into the biomed shop. But when it's you and the biomed team, you're not very friendly or supportive. The big C, confusion, can be very confusing for the rest of the team that is watching your antics. Having confusion within a team will be a strong test for the team. That's when teams can decide to address this confusion and become a great team or ignore it and stay an average team. It's hard work to become a great team. If it was easy, everyone will have a great team. Just know, as a biomed team, you're not better than any other team. You want to be a great biomed team? You can't do what every other biomed team do. Do you know an HTM professional who is the model guy who gives 100%, get to work early, listens to the manager, don't shortcut anything, follow the PM procedures to the letter in the manual, keeps his workstation clean, helps everyone out? If we do PMs like they do, follow policies and procedures like they do, show up and show out like they do, what kind of team will we have? We will have a team full of go-getters. I guarantee you, most biomed teams don't have a team full of go-getters. They may have some go-getters, but nobody have a team full of go-getters. Great teams don't have a few go-getters. Great teams have a whole team of go-getters. Guys, as a team, do something nobody else is doing. You're not the greatest team. You're just doing more than the average team do. Along with our required work, we can volunteer at the hospital for other festivities that goes along with the hospital, being part of various department get-togethers. Or we can speak at middle schools or high schools about the HTM industry. We have to separate ourselves as a team. Doing more than what other biomeds are doing lets you elevate the bar. Separate yourself from the norm. No more just giving 50%, people. Give 100% and watch the greatness come out in your team. Today, think about the 3 ways you could separate yourself from any other biomed team and then act on it today. Just know this will take a lot of hard work on all parts. You may be tired and want to not push through. But just know this, if you embrace the grind will reward you. I always try to push the envelope because when I started in this industry, I didn't have a safety net to fall back on. I was all in. So when I see that today's generation have something that my generation never had, I have a whole new appreciation for it. I just want everyone to see the admiration and appreciation I see in this industry and act on what they see. And just know we can go far as one, but you can go further as a team. As always, I will leave you with a quote. And this quote is coming from Andrew Carnegie. Teamwork is the ability to work together toward a common vision, the ability to direct individual accomplishments toward organizational objectives. It is the fuel that allows common people to attain uncommon results. Please share this podcast on all your social media platforms. And until next time, you guys be safe out there.